Well, I bet you guys are all surprised to see me. I certainly am too. When Kirby called me and told me that I was the volunteer of the year, I was leaving a member guest at Wilmington and I squealed and almost drove off the road. I certainly wasn't expecting it, but it's really a fun thing. I haven't even won $2 in the lottery, so this is a big deal. I can't begin to tell you how excited and thrilling this was. In early 2017, I wrote to Mark and Kirby and I asked to volunteer for GAP. And I knew they didn't have very many lady volunteers, so I was frankly terrified to ask. And I didn't really know if they would allow it. But I offered my services, and I've played tournament golf since I was 11. And I knew that that didn't necessarily make you be a good volunteer. But I thought that I could try to make a case for it. Mark knew my father from GAP and the Plaid, and hopefully my dad didn't tell him too many embarrassing stories. So I asked, and I wanted to volunteer for a couple of reasons. In 2011-2012, I had cancer. And I was teaching middle school full-time, and when I was finished all my treatment, I just simply didn't have the energy to teach. So I started a tutoring business, and I quit my teaching job, and my priorities had just totally changed. So I wanted to focus on playing golf and getting my endurance back and getting my length back in my swing. And I wanted to learn more about golf. I wanted to learn about tournament administration, how operations work. I wanted to spend some time putting energy into something that I really love. So thankfully, Mark and Kirby said it was okay, and I was allowed to volunteer. And I volunteered for some USGA events, and I was on the WGAP PC before the takeover, so I worked some tournaments. But this was a totally different ballgame. GAP is the best golf association in the country.
Got that.
The tournaments are run seamlessly. There's attention to detail that you don't see in other tournaments, and everything is run impeccably. And I have 4 golf professionals in my family, so giving back to golf was not something that was just taught. It's something that we lived in our family. And so I volunteered the first year, and I had so much fun that I wanted to volunteer some more. Plus, I thought it was pretty cool to have a headset. And so I volunteered for Kirby's setup committee, and he sends me this long email describing how it's going to be sweaty and dirty and hot, and it's hard work, and you're really not going to have any fun. And I was like, well, nice sales job, but I'd like to do it.
I did send that to everyone, but
so I grew up in a farm cleaning stalls every day, so I don't know what he thought I was afraid of. So I picked out an outfit to get sweaty and dirty in, and we went out and did our setups. And thankfully you were nice enough to allow it. And I learned a great deal about how we mark the golf course, why we mark the golf course the way we do. I had gone to tournament setup school and rule school, but I never got to employ it. And it really helped me understand the rules better and how we cater to different groups that we're having tournaments for. If we're having a kids event, how we set that up as opposed to a championship. And that was very helpful to me. And then there was the painting. I think we went through hundreds of cans of paint over the summer. I even got to see Ed Brzezowski paint his shoes red.
Wow.
And
That was just for fun.
We went through countless paint pens, probably because Kurt lost most of them, but and he even allowed me to mark the whole locations on a few occasions. He's a little controlling with paint pen. I'll hopefully cure him of that one day. I spent a lot of time starting, and I've decided that starting, you notice a lot of, intricacies about people, and I thought that I was reading some Motown song titles, and I thought that some of them were really appropriate for what it's like to be the starter. You have players that are, their arrival style is very, very different. And so I thought that I'll be there, uptight, everything's all right. There's nowhere to run, war, ball of confusion, and then there's always the super freak. And a couple of it were, I wish it would rain, and I'm in quicksand. So, most of all, I just wanted to say thank you for allowing me to volunteer for GAP. It's been a really, really rewarding and fun experience. It truly is the best golf association in the country. I learn something new every day, and the standard that GAP creates should be an inspiration to other associations, because they're truly the best in the business. So I'm grateful for all your patience teaching me and sharing all of your endless golf knowledge with me. I'm thrilled that I met hundreds of nice people. I'm so impressed by all the volunteers, the EC, and the staff. And thank you to everyone for being so energetic and welcoming and fun. I'm happy to be the first woman to win this award, but volunteering for GAP has really enriched my life. I feel very lucky to be here and have had this experience. But most of all, I'm thrilled to be a part of GAP's team. So thanks.